Jim Davidson attacks Kier Starmer on live TV, let him resign now. In a shocking display of candor and confrontation, Jim Davidson's recent tirade against Kier Starmer on live television has ignited a firestorm of controversy that no one can afford to ignore. Davidson's unfiltered remarks not only questioned Starmer's leadership but also laid bare the fractures within the Labour Party at a time when the nation is desperate for unity. This isn't just a spat between two public figures, it's a pivotal moment that could reshape the political landscape for years to come. Critics argue that Davidson's outburst is more than mere theatrics, it represents a profound betrayal of the democratic principles our nation holds dear. By publicly attacking Starmer, a leader who has faced unprecedented challenges since taking the helm, Davidson risks undermining the very fabric of political discourse in the UK. Many fear this could mark a once-in-a-generation failure to uphold civility in public discussion, reminiscent of the toxic rhetoric that marred the Brexit debates. Starmer, who has strived to navigate a party still grappling with the aftershocks of its past, now faces a decisive test of his leadership. His critics, emboldened by Davidson's remarks, argue that Starmer must resign to make way for a new vision that resonates with the electorate. As one analyst put it, this could be a critical juncture for Labour, either they rally behind a leader who can unite them or they risk irrelevance in the next election. The stakes could not be higher. This incident also uncovers a broader struggle for the soul of the Labour Party. Just as the nation grappled with the fallout from Brexit, which polarized voters and shattered long-held alliances, this confrontation has opened old wounds. Many within the party feel that Starmer's approach has been too cautious, failing to energize a base that is hungry for bold leadership. This scenario echoes the struggles of past leaders who have faced intense scrutiny and demands for change, leaders like Ed Miliband and Jeremy Corbyn, who also faced existential crises during their tenures. Davidson's invective has not gone unnoticed. Public figures across the political spectrum have weighed in, with some hailing his candidness as a necessary wake-up call, while others decry it as irresponsible and divisive. Critics argue that such attacks do more harm than good, creating an atmosphere of hostility that will only alienate voters, remarked a prominent political commentator. Indeed, this incident could serve as a flashpoint for a wider movement calling for accountability and transparency in politics. The implications of this confrontation extend far beyond the immediate fallout. As the British public watches the drama unfold, it is clear that many are disillusioned with the political status quo. This moment could be a catalyst for change, as the country stands at a crossroads. Will voters rally behind a new leader who embodies their hopes and aspirations, or will they be left with a party that is still grappling with its identity? The urgency of this moment cannot be overstated. As historical precedents show, periods of political instability often yield profound transformations. The 2010 general election reshaped the UK's political landscape, and the subsequent Brexit referendum sent shockwaves through party lines. Now, with Davidson's incendiary remarks echoing across the airwaves, we may be witnessing the dawn of a new era of influence, or the further entrenchment of division. In the wake of this controversy, one thing is clear, the British people will not forgive a lack of accountability. They demand a leader who can rise to the occasion and lead with integrity. If Starmer cannot navigate this treacherous terrain, he risks being swept aside in a political tide that seeks renewal and authenticity. The fight for the future of Labour, and indeed, the future of British politics, has only just begun. As we reflect on these events, it becomes imperative for citizens to engage actively with their political landscape. Like, subscribe, and join the conversation. This isn't just about one man's outburst, it's about the collective voice of a nation yearning for change. Together, we can shape the future of our democracy, ensuring that it resonates with the values of honesty, courage, and unity. The time for action is now, let your voice be heard.